I just don't really want a Dilophosaurus to spit in my mouth in general. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot, and we are back building our abandoned park in Jurassic World Evolution. I realised in the sort of days since last episode that I didn't show you guys, I believe, the names of the dinosaurs from the last video. I completely forgot, and I completely forgot what... Yes, over here. So we need to hop over here, and I will show you guys very quickly. We have Melman and Ash, the Brachiosauruses. We have Jamal James Johnson, Toad, and Ciara Mel for the Taurosauruses. I like the idea that these two kind of go together really well, and then there's just Toad being a big old weirdo in the corner. And for our Chunking-Sauruses, we have Emmett, Clapper, and Chubby King. So those are the ones that I kind of forgot to show you guys in the last video. There's Jemima Puddle Duck doing Jemima Puddle Duck sort of things. If we hop over here to our Indoraptor and Indominus Rex, they've also been named. The Indoraptor is called the Darkness. We're going to make another Indoraptor called the Ghost. Somebody suggested this, I really liked it. Based on these man-eating animals. It's actually a film called The Ghost in the Darkness. Oh, hello. I forgot I did this. Okay, let's just release something. I'll just release the Indominus, it's fine. I mean, there's a film called The Ghost in the Darkness about these man-eating lions, and that's a really cool name for a pair of Indoraptors. So we're going to get ourselves an extra Indoraptor just for the sake of the name. So that's what we're going to do right now. Once this little so-and-so goes away, this is our public Indominus Rex. The dinosaur we're allowed to show the public, not the sneaky little dirty dinosaurs we keep at the back of the house. You know, like... No, I don't have a metaphor yet. I just woke up. It's insane. This is my first time I've recorded on the main channel with my brand new microphone. Those of you who watched my Minecraft yesterday will remember that the mic was a little bit messed up. I bought a brand new mic. It's the same model, but it's newer, and the old one was 4 years old now, so I've been getting on a bit. So hopefully the sound quality is really, really good. Somebody also suggested I kill this by the chasm, which is a really good idea. So we're going to do just that. I'm just going to grab a little bit of track, just a little bit, like this. See, tell you what, if we go, meh, okay, no, I'll just do it like that, like it's just fallen away from. Once this looks broken, that'll look really cool, right? Because then you would have had the monorail here, and then let's say the storm hits or the chasm opens up, it tears down the monorail track, and the force of that wrenching downwards also damages the monorail station itself. I think that's a pretty cool idea. Okay, so this is our sort of hidden hybrid facility. Oh, the Indominus Rex is called Karma, for Karma Chameleon. I've got a fun story about that, we'll get to that in a bit. The suggestion was Karma Chameleon, but I prefer Karma and then the implied chameleon-ness. So I do want to build this is going to be a hybrid showcase kind of zone over here at the front. I might move this back, I'm going to move this back a little bit. Path is just a little bit too far forward to give me enough room to do this properly, so... There's a goat! Hello, goat! I happen to be a vegetarian. Let's move that back a little bit. This is just... We'll probably end up getting rid of this, but I just need a nice idea for what I'm doing. And I think we want another monorail, don't we? Because this monorail is meant to take you over here, but that's kind of meant to be sneaky sneaks. This monorail is meant to take you over here, and it's less sneaky sneaks. The amount of sneaky sneaks is very important to monitor. If you have too much sneaky sneaks, then nobody can see your park. But if you don't have enough sneaky sneaks... So let's go... What's this? Oh, that's from that, I remember. Okay, that's fine. So I want to end it at the chasm, and that way I can kill that bit specifically. And yeah, we'll just attach that. Okay, that's never going to work in a million years, is it? We'll put this in the middle. Why not? Mix things up a little bit. I'm a crazy man, what can I say? Crazy. I'll pull it back a bit. And then that goes around there. And lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. There we go, perfect. I really like that idea. Thank you, Chasm Idea person. It really accentuates the whole park being wrenched in half kind of thing. I also really like the idea of having some Dilophosauruses wandering around this hybrid sort of zone, so I'm going to try to find a way to block the hybrid zone off so they're relatively contained, or that they'd want to hang around. We definitely want Troodons across the entire park. Troodons, I should say. We definitely want those all over the entire park, but I like the idea of Dilophosauruses for this bit in particular. People also suggested power stations, which I think is a pretty good idea for this kind. This area would need a lot of power, so I think we're going to develop it just a little bit more to this right-hand side. And there's a storm coming. You ever been in a storm, Wally? If you're called Wally, I apologise for scaring you. Don't give me this terrain constraint malarkey, gosh darn it. Okay, and I also really like this idea. What you can do, I've seen people do this, you use the pylons as kind of like an extra... It kind of just emphasizes... I think we did something similar once, but it kind of builds up the... It just makes everything look more electrical and contained. I think we did this with our Giga Pit a while ago, was it? I know there's a storm going on, but I'm busy, gosh darn it. I ain't waiting for no storm, son. Although this storm does make me want to watch Twister. Which isn't hard, because Twister's an amazing film. There it is! And we're losing some buildings! 2 hotel... Wait, no, 1 hotel. Well, it's got damaged. Hey, that's pretty cool, eh? Hey? Hi? What else you got? What else did it hit? Was it this monorail? No, I don't think so. Well, it might have been that viewing gallery. I did miss the notification about it, so... Come on, buddy! I love that effect on the water. That is very cool. God, I wish these did more damage. I know that sounds stupid, and I know it would cause problems. But maybe if we were able to prepare better... I mean, we already have weather defense stations, right? Nobody really uses them, because storms are pointless. Storms don't do anything, so... Oh. Oh. Viewing platform. Looks like your days might be... Nope, nope. No, he's not into that. Okay, whatever. I'll leave that to it. It's getting there slowly. More and more buildings are being taken down. I think once we hit the Innovation Centre, we're going to be in really good stead. They're both dead. That's dead. That's dead. That's dead. That's dead. That's dead. I actually kind of like the idea that this remains alive. Like, you'd have like it's like a little side base that's kind of rigged to the monorail to service this little area. And it's just a little side thing, you know, the ACU looks so good at night time as well. Look at that right there. That looks amazing. Mainly because it's got lights on it, and I love lights. That is, whoof, whoof, whoof. Getting a little excited about that one, I tell you. Wait, can we get a shot with the ACU? Good shot with the ACU and the... That's the stuff. That's the ticket. I just want the tornado in the background. Wait, we should field of view out. Look at that beauty! Sorry, I'm very proud. I'm very pleased with myself right now. Let's take out some of these. That's cool. Well, you know, we'll check on the damage in a bit. Let's get back to work. Oh, how's my indoor amp doing? Other than clearly not finished. Nowhere bloody near. Okay, effective stuff. We've got a lot of broken fences over here. Okay, now that I look at it, I don't really see any. But according to the map, we have a lot of... Oh, like this one. This one's been all but destroyed. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, I really like how those pylons look. Look at that. It's got a proper security, never talk to me on my son vibe kind of thing going on. I know memes. Memes are cool. I don't know memes. Right, so we're going to put in the power station, and then we're going to lock this bit off, I think. And then it gives it a bit of a fun shape as well. Fun shapes are fun. Kids love shapes. I don't know at what point we stop loving shapes, but we should always love shapes. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know why you'd love shapes in particular, but maybe... Is there anyone who doesn't love shapes? Is there anyone who sees like a dodecahedron and is just violently ill? Like, get that out of my face! Ladies and gentlemen, off the jury. It's like my default thing to say in my head. I just want to say off the jury. I don't know why. I don't know what that says about me, but we're going to ignore that bit. I also like that this bit looks a little bit less overgrown as well. Like it was so high tech and organised that it kind of stood the test of time, but only slightly. There's still some trees in there. But I can't really put the trees anywhere else. So this middle bit is kind of, until it gets destroyed by the storms, at least it's kind of holding its own pretty well, right? Yeah, what is your favourite shape? Does anyone have a favourite shape? I've never considered the favourite shape. I'm quite a big fan of the octagon in general. I think the hexagon's quite nice though. Maybe the pentagon. The pentagon's nice because I think the oddness kind of gives it a little bit of va-va-voom. Is it septagon for a 7? I think it's septagon for a 7. I can't remember what 9 is. Right. Okay, so let's actually... This is meant to feel like an exhibit, but it should also still retain a kind of, again, that kind of high-tech security kind of feeling to it. I'm going to pretend, right, that this path would have joined on in the chasm. So basically this was a three-way path, and it all split away when the hill faded here. Maybe what we do is like, no. A little Stroofy army on its way. And what we'll do is we'll have the end, this bit with the Stegoceratops and stuff like that, we'll have that kind of, again, spill out into the chasm. There's a fence here anyway, so they won't be able to cross. Oh, the fence is amazing. The fence is going to do so much work. Right. I need to have a think. It's a very dangerous time of year. Let's just put a back on it. Oh, why are you bendy? Don't be bendy. You big old nerd face. Straight, like an arrow. Like the eagle. Okay, so again, just kind of... Well, I think maybe having this joined on kind of makes sense. If you were going to build like a temporary boundary to try to contain the dinosaurs on one side of the map, right, you would do it up to the fence, wouldn't you? You would probably latch it on. You wouldn't want a gap there. For fairly obvious reasons. So yeah, we're going to keep that. And then we can put trees in here. Because there's not enough trees in this area for my liking. And a bit on this side as well. Okay. I did like my... Oh, maybe I can do that. No, I don't know how I do that. Right, so we want to split this into two, because I want an Indominus section and I want a herbivore section. So we're going to make the left one a little shorter, but thicker. Short and thick. There's a joke there somewhere. And on the right is where we'll put the Indominus Rex, where it's slightly thinner, like this way. Shorter, I guess, but it needs to be the one that escapes, basically. As it happens, neither of them are actually going to escape. That's neither here nor there. So, a bit more to the left, probably about there. Now, it's okay if the dinosaurs... This is very upsetting for me to say out loud, I will admit. Oh, no. Oh, I've got a monorail path. That's exactly where we're going to put the boundary. It's okay if the dinosaurs don't have tons of room. I know. It's very upsetting. But, again, because we've built this kind of temporary wall, and that's what's restricting... I hate when this happens. We've built this temporary wall that's kind of restricting their size. I can do this without looking. There we go. Like, the comfort of the dinosaurs would not be their highest priority, basically, off the... Because, like, this exhibit would have been bigger this direction, you know? But it's not, just because of the limitations of, well, what we've done. And we're just going to do some funky shapes. Funky shapes are funky. Again, this is meant to be for the humans. Silly humans. So we're just going to... For that, I think. For that. And for that. And then it goes back up a little bit. I don't want to do diagonals, because if I keep doing diagonals, I will mess up the symmetry. I also can't see a bloody thing. There we go. Right, we're going for the max 3. The way that the concrete sort of spreads out, and you get these little like boundaries of concrete in the design, is actually very, very helpful for measuring precise numbers. So like, I know I want 3 just before it gets to 4. So not there, but there. And you see there's like 3 blocks of concrete. And we're making a spaceship slash a very happy sea lion. If we put something... Wait a minute, I need to do this now. It looks like a happy walrus. Which is what you want from your park designs, right? Happy walruses. I feel like most high-level zoos are based on happy walruses. People might try to prove me wrong, but there's no proof. There's no proof at all. Right, let's just try to get an angle. I think the angles are necessary. So again, we're going to go for a single little nodule in the middle. Same angle. Come on, same angle. Beautiful. It also looks a little bit... Oh, it's not right. It's not right, is it? Is it right enough? That's the question. Nope, not in the slightest. That's better. It also looks a little bit on this side. Like, if you've seen Life, the sci-fi alien horror film, it looks a little bit like the alien in Life, which is spooky. Actually, I don't think life was spooky. I thought it was a great film, but it wasn't spooky. Anyways, so this is our Indominus Rex. Now, the fence is being a little bit of a nerd, so we're going to grab our path, bring it up to there, and then we bring that along just a little bit. And now we can bring the fence along the path. Well, we would be able to if I'd done this correctly. You can just kind of use it as a... No, okay. The path is too far forward. This does work. I swear to God, this works. Path forward. Path along. Fence. It's not snapping, but it does give you a much easier way of guaranteeing a straight line. Okay, something like that. I don't know why the nodule. I don't know why the little nose, but sometimes there would be reasons for things of science. Shut up. Alright, that's going to connect onto there. So they're not going to actually escape, but because of the thinness of this fence, it might look a little bit like they can escape. They have a way smaller. The Indominus exhibit is huge. The Indominus exhibit. The Indominus Rex exhibit. We're genius. Right, okay, so let's pop some dinosaurs out. All of them. All of the dinosaurs. They shouldn't ever kill each other, in theory. So. No problem. And we've gone for a jungle. Unfortunately, the jungle one sucks. I was hoping it would be more red and orangey, but it's not. It's yellow. But we've gone for the jungle one because it's like a lion, right? And that's what we're going for, the shadow and the darkness. That's such a cool name. It's a good film, actually. Check it out. Okay, anyways. Whilst all that malarkey's going on, let's get some viewing galleries in the middle. Again, we want to keep these in the exact same place. So what we're doing is lining up the left-hand border, the blue border, with that line there, just so they are perfectly symmetrical. It's nice to build that symmetry and then kill it with like a big old fence or like a big old chasm or something like that. Which is a dirty thing that I regret saying. Of course it's not nice to kill the symmetry. Symmetry is the best. BestInSlot, you fool. Come on, Indo. Come on, buddy. Well, you're not the Indo, you are the shadow, I believe.
Collecting asset.
Yes, you are the shadow. The shadow and the darkness. Oof. Chills. Literal chills. Alright, let's move over the Indominus. So, in terms of names, ladies and gentlemen, the Indominus Rex needs a name, the Stegoceratops needs a name, the Stegoceratops needs a name, and the Ankylodocus needs a name. And I think what we're going to do, we're going to have loads of Troodons running around this left-hand side of the park, and then the right-hand side of the park, which is more contained and was more for dangerous dinosaurs like hybrids or Dilophosaurus, for example, with the venom-spitting ability. What's after more? Is it venom? Is it poison? Now, if you inject something into someone else, that's venom, and if someone ingests you and get poisoned, that's poison, right? But what about when you're spitting it? I'd imagine it still counts as venom, so we're going to go with venom. Anyways. But you could, in theory, spit a poison. But it wouldn't actually do anything, in theory, because they're not eating it. So you'd have to spit the poison into their mouth. Is that the only circumstance in which Dilophosaurus is poisonous? If it spits in your mouth? But is that even poisonous? Would it affect you like that? I don't know. I don't know. No one's done the science on this. I'd be very curious. Let me know what you think. I just don't really want a Dilophosaurus to spit in my mouth in general. I know, I'm old-fashioned like that. What can I say? Right, let's get a bit of water at the back. Again, right to the edge. Even... Do we want it to ploof out a bit like that? Yeah, I can ploof out a little bit. I don't know what ploof means, but it's now my new favourite word. Who doesn't love good ploofing? Oh god, it sounds dirty now. I've ruined it. I've ruined my favourite word. Right, get our feeders in there. We want these in front of the this thing. I really don't know what I've done this for. Like, it doesn't make sense in my head at all as to why I've possibly done this bit. But hey, it keeps things interesting. Weird little nonsensical bits always keep things interesting. But yeah, this is our hybrid facility, basically. We've got the back bit and we've got the front bit. And I want them to kind of feel connected, but I don't really like the idea of having this. What we're gonna do, just to emphasize this, we're gonna double up the strength of the fence by the power station. Because I think it looks a little silly to have the power station so exposed next to the Indominus Rex. I think it looks like it's to have the power station here full stop, quite frankly, but that's what I'm going with. And we'll just block that bit off. That makes more sense as well. Well, not like that, bloody doesn't. I can't see a thing. You're snapping because of that, aren't you? Oh, stop snapping! Big old snappy nerd. Stop it, stop it! Why is this not an option? Why can I not toggle this? It's driving me insane. Grumble, 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 grumble. I just want a toggle. All I want is a toggle. All anyone wants in life is a toggle. People may tell you otherwise, but they're lying to you. Now I'll kill the fence there a little bit. Oh, not that bit though. By gum. Alright, trees, please. Beautiful trees will save the day. What does... No, okay. Okay, okay. These ones would creep up as well. These would creep down a little bit. At the end of the day, it still has to look overgrown, right? This is my excuse to use trees. Next series, whatever it is we do, I don't actually know what the next park is going to be. We're not that far away. We're probably 2 or 3 episodes away. I've no idea what it's going to be, but it will be one... Oh, sleepy Indominus. I will try to restrict my trees in the next series, I promise. Whether it's successful or not is a whole other kettle of fish, but I will try. No promises, but I will try. The whole point of this was meant to be like a rehab, right? For me to... I like that. That's pretty cool. Rehab to need less trees in my life. But I think it's just kind of made my obsession a little bit worse, if I'm honest. I really like the park, though. I think in terms of actual... in the way it flows together and its overall look, this may be one of the better parks, which I was not expecting. We may make Jurassic World next. Jurassic World to me is like the only one that we can build without like loads of decorations and stuff like that, because there's nothing destroyed. Everything is already themed around Jurassic World in the game anyway, so we don't need new terrain tools. We don't need new anything really to build Jurassic World. So we may consider doing that next. I know you guys have been asking for that one for a long time. Right, so let's get our hybrids shifted over. Come on. Also, why don't carnivores eat goats when you turn off the herbivore-carnivore interaction? Nobody, when they turn off that interaction, is doing it because they want the carnivores to not eat goats. We're doing it because we want the carnivores to not eat our herbivores. So that seems weird, and I hope that's something that gets changed as well. But we will see. Because I'd like to be able to feed my carnivores with goats, but I also don't want them to eat everything. And in a park like this, where everyone is roaming around doing what they want, for example, where is Cooper right now? Oh, I didn't name Suchomimesis. Huh. I have to remember to do that. Well, that's Cooper. How you doing, Coops? Coopy! Koopa! Koopo! The Koopmeister. Right, let's get some dialos. And because... Right, so... It's better to do hatchery capacity all the way. If you're making 5 dinosaurs. I mean, obviously. If you need less than 5 dinosaurs, then obviously it's not. I mean, that should go without saying, right? But that is the case. It's not like... I mean, it could be the case that if you wanted to make 5 dinosaurs and the genome speed one was quicker, then it would be quicker to, say, make 3 dinosaurs and then another... Or maybe you want to make... Yeah, to make 3 dinosaurs and then make another 3 dinosaurs, because it would still be worth the speed, but it's not how it works out. We're just going to go for some nice normal colours. I do still have a bit of a cold, so apologies for that. It hasn't gone away. I thought it had, and then I started recording this video and I felt it attack me in my brain hole. So... apologies for that, basically. We're going to put some little cheeky towers in as well. I don't know what makes them cheeky, but they are. Just roll with me on this. Like kind of like... Eiffel Towering the, You can get that really surprisingly close. To the, monorail. Although we did move the monorail forward, so that's probably why. You going to be as good to me? Come on, baby. Come on. You're not, are you? You're going to be a pain. Yeah, no, that is actually about the same. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Confirming asset delivery. He's got a nice voice. I wonder who that is. One day, I would like to be that person. The asset has been transported person. That's always been a dream of mine. Right, so... I'll be quiet. I'm trying to think, what can we do with this last little section to make it interesting? I think I don't really like that. I want to put some shops here as well. In the middle. Kind of like splitting up the hybrid bit and this bit on the right hand side. But beyond that, I don't really have any plans. Oh, you know what we should do? We should have pylons all over the thing. Can we pretend that this power station is enough to power the whole thing? We're going to have to pretend. So let's grab some pylons. I think pylons are cool. We need more pylons in this game. How do you make pylons? I've forgotten. Right, okay. Pylon. And let's build like substations and stuff. Just to kind of... And then it's something else that gets destroyed as well, which is cool. I don't think it would go along here though. Yeah, but it's a hybrid section, so that's fine. But it would get to here, and poof! No more senorita. No, it's a shame I can't like have the wire just like dangling. I can totally see why that hasn't been implemented. Don't get me wrong, but what if all the power is still on the right-hand side of the park? Right, the power station runs on its own. It doesn't need supplementing. You know, it's kind of just an automatic system. It'll run as long as there is power. Maybe it's pulling the power from a geothermal plant nearby, or from, you know, solar panels and stuff like that we can't see, stuff like that. So it's powering up this right-hand side of the park, but the chasm took down all the pylons, and that's why this side of the park loses all its power and is shrouded in darkness. Whereas this side, all the buildings are still, they might be abandoned or destroyed or whatever, but they're all still lit up. It creates like a nice little dichotomy between the two. It doesn't really work because things like the innovation center and the hotels, you know, despite being turned off, are still lit up, which is silly. But yeah, I like that idea. Oh, you need a herbivore feeder. Loads of people did mention this. I don't know if I mentioned it last time, but I did actually forget to feed these guys, so thank you for the comments on that. I have since fed my Brachiosauruses and such. Right, let's get some shops in here very quickly. What do we want? If I was a human, what would I want? A bar. And something similar size to the bar, which is none of them. Fossil zone. Can't go wrong with a fossil zone. It's weird, they've all got this little bit where the ground goes red, and it would seem to suggest you can't put them down, but you're still allowed to do it. It's very strange. Right, and we want a arcade, and we'll put this on the left-hand side because it's about the same size as the bar, and then we want a slightly bigger one on the right-hand side, and that should, in theory, keep them balanced. And hopefully that gets, you know, crushed a little bit by the storms. And we'll put some trees in there. But it doesn't look abandoned, does it, per se? Because there's so many lights on. And I mean, maybe it will as the buildings start to die, but maybe what we need to do... I'm going to kill some of the path. Yeah, that's what I wanted, just to fit at least some tree in the gap. It's not really as much as I would like. Maybe we'll kill this path here. There we go. This is why you have to kill the path. Just to get the trees in there. I don't want to kill all that, though. The trees! Something like that. Hopefully when the storms hit, that'll help. And we're going to put more stuff over here on this side as well. It's not going to be like this big-ass wall of trees. Maybe we'll kill one of the shops. If we just kill one of the shops and pretend it got just... It'd be really nice to put in abandoned, overgrown shops, of course. That would be very cool. But that's not an option we have. So we need to compromise a little bit here. I'm going to kill the bar, which is just heartbreaking to me, and fill it with trees. And it just... The idea is the shop was there, but it's been overtaken by the brush and you can no longer see it. In reality, that's not what it looks like. If we get rid of those, it might... Yeah, that's better. That's better. Yeah, okay. It looks a little bit more abandoned and overgrown now. Might have to maybe kill one of these as well. I'm going to kill one of the towers. Trees, ladies and gentlemen. Trees are the answer to all life's problems. The only people who don't want you to believe that are Big Lumber and... Who else would hate trees? Well, Big Lumber likes trees, but only to kill them, right? We're going to release more Dilophosaurus, but we'll do it over time. Big lumber. Who else would hate a tree? I'm trying to think of a reason to hate trees. Anyone who relies upon, like, a carbon-rich environment, like a non-oxygen-rich environment for survival, like the monster in Life. There you go. He hates trees as well. Right. I really like this. This chasm. I think we need to kill a few more of the trees. I know it's very upsetting. But I really want it to feel like this. You know, like when you get a scar and the flesh goes white and kind of softer? That's kind of what I want it to look like. This empty section where I love how the monorails break over it. That is very cool. Whoever recommended that, let's go out. We should date. Right. Well, let's take a look at some of our dinosaurs. Hello, buddy. I really like that skin. I know people, although it kind of looks like baby poop color-wise, but that's fine. That's fine. That's what I'm into. I really don't like. Okay. So we need a name for both these lovely Stegosaurus and this lovely Ankylodocus, who's kind of doing this thing in the forest. I do love that skin. I don't like the Ankylodorus. Ankylodocus, that's what it's called. How did I never come up with this before? I don't like the Ankylodocus, but it does have some great skins. My only problem with it really is the mouth. If it just had a better head, there's a joke there as well, then I really would have no problems with it whatsoever. But its head is stupid, and therefore I don't like it. We need to hide some food for the Dilos. Now, unfortunately, like I said, it can't be goats, so we're going to put like a little thing in there, and we also need to hide some water. They should, in theory, be contained to this part of the park. And when this all like breaks out over here, the hybrid section, I love how the hybrid section looks. It looks hybridy. You know, that's an official term. Don't look it up. I'm going to do the same again. I'm just going to grab a pylon here and just pull that to there. And what we should do then is have pylons going around the other side of the park, but that do nothing kind of thing, because they can't do anything, because the pylons on this side have been disattached. Unattached, even. Disattached. Bloody hell. Where are we going to put the water? We need some water anyway. We need to mix things up with a bit of water. Just stick some in where we can. Just kind of make it look a bit more like this. Would not be so contained and controlled anymore. Water is important. I've not been using the water enough. It's important for that kind of abandoned kind of look, I think. There we go. There we go. Get it nice and wet. I was going to say juicy there, but I'm glad I didn't. We'll probably end up killing some of that, but that'll do for now. At least we can shift over our Dilos without anyone dying, which is nice. Come on. Come on. There we go. So, we need names for 5 Dilophosaurus, 2 Stegosaurus. Right, 5 Dilophosaurus, they're in small carnivores on the QT. So, go into the description of this video, you'll see a QT link to the abandoned park. There will be some tags you can apply to your comment, which are based upon what group of dinosaur. So, Dilophosaurus is small carnivore. The Ankylodocus and the Stegoceratops and the Indominus Rex are hybrids. Don't put them in. Don't put Ankylodocus in sauropods, for example. It is hybrids. And I think that's it. Dilophosaurus and the hybrids. Please and thank you. Give me many marvellous names, and maybe you'll get to see them in a video. You lucky ducks. Oh, God. Are we going to build Jurassic World next? We've already done Lost World. I just think that things like Jurassic Park 3 are not going to be possible without, like, more options, whereas I don't think Jurassic World relies upon them as much. I don't really have many more ideas. I do have a notepad file somewhere full of ideas for it, but I'll have to check that. But I'm down for suggestions, folks. Let me know in the comments. Right. Are we good? I think we're basically good. What we might do is, like... I like the idea of this being more kind of just taken over entirely. I'm going to put loads of trees in. It's temporary. It's temporary, I promise. But maybe we don't go full on... I don't know, maybe we kind of like just very limited exhibits in here, and this bit has been... The bit that's been hit worst by the encroaching... The noose of the forest has tightened further along this part than basically the rest of the park. There's so many trees. And that looks good, right? Yeah, I'm pretty happy. There's that light coming in, that is beautiful. B-E-A, beautiful. Alright, Dilos are shifting over, hybrids are done, we're going to end it there. Thank you so much for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully this video recorded with no weird reverb and it's all perfect and brand new shiny microphone, and it's black, which makes it cooler. Don't look into that. Right, so yeah, name the Dilophosaurus, name all the hybrids. Next episode, we're going to work on either 1 or 2 exhibits things for this bit. I don't really have any ideas, so do let me know in the comments down below what you think we should do in this northeast kind of section. And if that is a 1 episode thing, then we will actually be finished. This kind of flew by the abandoned park for me. I've really, really enjoyed this one. I think this has been the most fun kind of challenge, coming up with stuff we've never had to come up with before. So I've really enjoyed it. I hope you guys have too. And if you have enjoyed it, please do hit the like button. It really, really helps me out. Before we go, we'll take a quick little look at our Dilophosaurus. Like I said, we're probably going to add 5 more of these next episode. And many more Troodons. And then we'll have to wait for a little bit and hope the storms kind of ravage our park a little bit as well. We're going to turn dinosaur breakouts on. Stuff like that. Okay? Okay, cool. Thanks for joining me. Cheers, much love as always. Bye-bye. A little shout out at the end. This video and others like it would not be possible at all without the support of you guys watching me at home, and also everyone on this Patreon page right here who supported me in the last month. If you want to help out as well, you can do so at patreon.com/BestInSlot. Every little really helps. Cheers.